Okay, now we're going to have a short tutorial about how to use superslicer, and I'm going to start by running the program, superslicer, and there it is running, and it says load images now. Remember to set your image scales. We'll talk about that later, but these settings are probably reasonable for now. So let's go to note that I'm in the superslicer directory. I hope you see that where I'm moving the cursor. I'm in matlab work beta superserve. That's what I called it, but you can call it anything you want as long as it's in the path. And let's load some images. The images that came with it. Let's start with the first one, foot 20. Double click. Foot 25. This last image file in the series. And great! Now we have the MRI images. Let's inspect them by hitting the arrow button. Oh, it looks like it's all pretty copacetic. Alright, let's go back to the beginning. And now let's move the contour threshold down, because what we want to capture is this object, which is part of the plantar fascia of the foot, this object here. And so we'll move the contour threshold. That's too far down. Let's capture as much as we can and inspect that. Okay, that looks good. Now, before I continue, I want to increase the small contour filter, which removes very small contours from the image. Let's increase that. Oh, too much. That's about right. And now let's reduce the big contour filter, which removes the large contours from the selection. Oh, not enough. Not enough. It's kind of a sensitive. Oh, there we go. Alright, so now we've removed the large contours. Technically, we don't really have to do that, but I'm doing it now just to demonstrate how it works. Okay, so now we want to segment out the plantar fascia segment. There's only 5 images, so it's very easy. Let's hit the super slice button, and then let's double click. Here we go. And the program cycles through the images and captures the images. All right. So now we can just to test things. We can look at the 3D view of what we captured. All right. It looks like we captured what we wanted to. The segmentation of that plantar fascia segment. And now the idea is that we want to use the surface generator. So I hit the go button. And what the go button does is generates the surface. So now we're going to save that surface as an OBJ file called plantar test 1. Save. Yes, we'll replace it. And we're done. So now we'll close the superslicer. And now what we want to do is view this object. So we're going to use this command called read object VF. And so I'm going to run that. And it says vertex data, enter yes. Yeah, that looks like vertex data, so yes, it looks good. Hit the yes button. And it's done. So now we'd like to plot it and view it in MATLAB. So we'll have to use the plot function that I've already written. It's called plot3obj. And here we have that's it. Now we can view it. We can expand the window. And that's it. So there's your plantar fascia that you just segmented And I hope you followed this tutorial. And that's it. All right.